901 West Armitage, Netley Toll House, Bake for Good project. This is our space, and this is going to be our main entry. We may want to think about as an alternate to make this entry area ADA compliant, and the way we would do that is we would ramp this down here, and then we would have to ramp the bathroom that is immediately behind that demising wall. So that would be the easy way to make this first room compliant. There is a garage in the back that has been converted to a part of the kitchen, which also has a cooler in it and has a curb cut. So potentially, if we needed to put a dumpster, this is an ideal place. We'd have to get in contact with Phillips Towing to make sure that they don't affect any of our vehicles, but parking here will also be a challenge. So these windows will have to be made operational because the client intends on having them open when they're in business. There's some exterior repairs of these doors that also may be necessary. So the concept is to have the two residential kitchens come out with that wall. This will be a 5'1" walk annex, if you will, to the meeting areas on that side. We will have an L-shaped kitchen here, and the door is getting moved to this side. Then we'll have another L-shaped kitchen here. This bathroom will have to become ADA compliant. So we have a 1.25 inch, 1.5 inch elevation change here, and I'm not sure whether we'll be able to turn a wheelchair. Perhaps putting in a door here and coming straight into the bathroom would be a solution. We have a lot of these boxes that are just not to code. The residential component of this building has all of its meters and disconnects here. All of this is open and will most likely become an issue as soon as we have the city walkthrough. We have two coolers, which we are unsure if they are in working order, but they have definitely seen better days. At this point, I am in the garage, so you can see the sloping ceiling, and it looks as though this conversion project was done long ago, because we've got this really legacy disconnect here, and it looks like it's been here for a long time, and we are actually inside the garage. This is between the garage and the building, so they have enclosed this area. This is the only hot water heater that we've seen. And there is a rooftop unit on top, literally on top of us for this space. So the 3-compartment sink is shown here. We are slab on grade. That is the other bathroom. I want to say that's the women's bathroom. Here's our Ansel system, which we don't think is charged, but oh, this is the men's bathroom. which only goes back to there. So that is something else. The concern is, how are we going to get this 3-compartment sink to tie into our existing water and sewer system, which is located in the basement approximately 8 to 10 feet that way. So that's where the sink is, and that old exterior wall is where we need to get down and below to. The hood looks like it's been closed off, and we are unsure of what the condition on the roof is. But we are hoping that it is in good working order and only needs to get turned on. We also have 3 sub-panels. 1, 2, and I think this is our 3rd. Yes, and here's our 3rd. So we have 1 water service there. Things like this are going to be problematic. This is obviously not going to pass inspection. Looks like we have 2 relatively newly constructed grease interceptors here. We have another water service here. So all of this ducting looks to have been abandoned. They had some residential units here in the basement. Which obviously have long not been used. We have drywall in the returns. This system is on, but what it's doing, I do not know. It's not blowing cold, and I just think it's maybe a redundant heat for the space, but not our primary, which is a rooftop that sits on top of the garage. That's the business end of the 2 kitchens. And then there is a meeting space that will be furnished with tables. And as far as I know, this flooring will remain. The ceiling detail will remain. If we are required to have hoods for the cooktops in the residential kitchen, which will be approximately here, we're going to have to figure out where we are going. So if we have cooktops here, we're going to have to take everything back. We also have this soffit and ceiling detail, and I'm going to guess we can't take this ceiling up.